everyone, and welcome to another version of training hosted by Transcending Companies. That's right, Transcending Companies, baby. And as a real estate investor, I'm known as the king of rehab. My name is Jeff Tyson, and this particular training is coming after we did a great challenge. We had people excited, about the next steps for them, and I wanted to just, you know what it is. We all get excited. We all get geeked up, and then life shows up, right? And then what happens? So I know for me, many times, right? I forget that I'm meant for more. I forget how I felt when I realized that, man, when I went into that challenge, I went into that training, I was really unsure. I was really uncertain. I was really like, can I do it? But after day one, that was a tremendous training. House flipping made simple. After day one challenge, right? I felt like, man, maybe it's possible, right? Because look, and I got some notes here because, I can get this topic, momentum and continuing forward. I could talk forever about that, but I want to make sure I can just hit some highlights for you today that you can take away right now today, no matter where you are, no matter how you're feeling. If you're high and ready, if you're down in the dumps, wherever it is, that you can change in an instance and make a difference right now. Cool? Is that fair? All right. So yeah, so I already said, we're meant for more, and the whole point of this whole conversation is for you to move forward. Take little steps moving forward, right? Because, how life shows up. I used to wonder, man, why I go to these trainings and get all excited, and a week later, I'm like, ooh, what happened? Right? How did I get there? But I had some guidance and some coaches that, gave me the information I needed to continue, right? So I've been talking all day, so hey, this is not anything other than some Joe, right? So, I just want to make sure that we spend a little time around the whole subject of momentum and the gifts of momentum and how important it is for you to be reminded of how you felt that day, the first day of a challenge or event you've been, how you felt the second day when you got more information and you were really like, oh man, I see I can do it now. I felt like it today, but now it's pretty simple, right? Real estate is about understanding how to have a conversation with a seller, with a contractor, with an investor, with a private lending or hard money or the bank. Hi, my name is Jeff Tyson. I am a real estate investor doing business in central Indiana and the Northeast and now Southwest Texas. And we've built our business by having relationships with private lenders that understand that, we are a seasoned investor. We buy properties pretty cheap. We've got an excellent construction process, and our marketing to get those deals done has proven success for other lenders. They're like, certainly, I'd like to talk to you more, right? And I just went through, so if you're hearing this and for the first time, that's as simple as that when you have a conversation. Now, I say simple until we practice it to where it becomes simple. Because I know what people are saying, I can't talk to people. I just want to stay behind the scenes. And then you have the other folks that are out in front and they're still learning. So they have a tendency as new people to talk too much and forget just to be themselves, right? Just like you're meeting a new neighbor for the first time. What do? Hi, I'm your neighbor. Yeah, you want a piece of apple pie or something, right? And you just have a conversation. All right. So for the introvert or the extrovert, if you're new in that space, just know that we've all had conversations at different times in our life that were kind of difficult when we started. Asking, him or her out for the first time. I know I was scared. I don't know about you guys. Because I really was like, man, I don't even know how to talk to a girl. Really, how do you talk to a girl, right? I mean, and the advice I got from my buddies, they're a bunch of knuckleheads too, right? That's the other thing. Don't get advice from people that don't know what to do yet. All right. Don't be talking to people after this event and you go home and you tell your favorite person that you're going to do real estate. And they say, what? Are you nuts? Interest rates are high. Inflation's up. You don't have any experience. Do you have any money? You don't. Who's already been through that piece with some people? So anyway, Again, I'm gonna go back to my notes because I can talk about this forever, man. That's real life stuff. And we don't want this to be part of your journey right now. All right, that's why we're talking about momentum to continue. Building momentum to continue is a powerful gift once you embrace it. So remember, you're meant for more. Make sure you're going forward. Don't wait for permission from that bozo that just told you you're crazy. Don't wait for permission from your spouse. Don't wait for permission from the government. Right? They're not here to save you. No matter who's in the office, they're not going to help you. Well, let me say it another way. Don't depend on them for the destiny of your own future, your family's future, and your life choices. We make the difference, right? Man, oh boy, but listen, I'm gonna keep going. So we already talked about we're meant for more. Don't wait for permission. This one here is probably what happened to you when you got home and got there. You said, so what was I supposed to do? Who was I supposed to call? Oh, shucks. I got to call this person. What am I supposed to say? Oh, well, he gave me a script, but I got busy and I didn't use the script, so I don't know what to do. Uncomfortable action. This is what I'm talking about. Write it down. I must learn to take uncomfortable action on a regular basis until it becomes comfortable. And then the next level, I'm going to have to take uncomfortable action again until it becomes comfortable. And then say it again. The next level, I'm going to have to take uncomfortable action until it becomes comfortable and continue that step. You hearing me? Continue the step, man. All right. So where are we? But while you're taking that uncomfortable action and while you're doing this thing, I hope you're not operating off of hope. Right? Hoping something else will get you a bag full of crap, right? It's not about the hope, man. You got to have a strategy. They talk about it's better to be prepared and anticipate. And what happens if you're not? If you're not prepared and you're not used to creating the environment for anticipation, you've done an action, you know that action, you can anticipate certain responses, right? Or you've been working in the industry, you're gaining some expertise, so if you do a certain level of activities or deal in these spaces, you're going to anticipate certain responses from the seller or from the lender because you've had that experience. There's a quote, Wayne Gretzky, tennis. What is he? He's a hockey player. I know who he is. He talks a lot. He talks a lot about, why he was successful was because his anticipation. He didn't skate to where the puck was. He skated to where the puck was going to be. And as a running back, that in athletics, I remember that, right? I mean, I saw a place to run here, but I knew if where that person was, and if I made another move, I knew where he wouldn't be, right? So I made a fool out of the first person, and then I made a fool out of another person. And anyway, that's enough. You get my point, right? Anticipation. Be prepared. Don't hope. Have a plan. Have a plan, man. All right. So I wanted to cover that, and then there's like let me get to my notes here now because I know you guys are crazy. But one thing I wanted to say, please, please, please hear me when I say this. Don't wait for permission, right? Take action on that one. Can we all agree to do that? And so I beat that one enough. Don't let the momentum fade. Make a decision. When you hear this training, when you do this training, you've invested in the training, make a decision that right now, when this is over, that I am going to do the next step in my business. I'm going to make that phone call that I've been putting off. I'm going to finish my business plan if you haven't gotten that done yet. I'm going to make sure that I get a marketing campaign together, even if it's driving for dollars, old-fashioned way, or posting on, social media platforms. Hey, I'm a real estate investor. I help people in distressed situations sell their homes, right? Put it out there. Do something to move the momentum. I just gave you a couple of 3 quick tips that you can do without any money. So no excuse. Don't have cash. Don't need it, right? Grab the script you got in here and learn how to call an agent, talk to an agent. Man, there's no reason. to take that, right? So don't let the momentum fade. I said make a decision. Make that decision, right? Because here's what's happening. If you don't, we already talked about it earlier, but you fall back into that hypnotic rhythm, right? What you used to do before. Man, so now you're driving, you're getting home from work, and you say, man, this morning you say, I'm gonna make these calls when I get home. And then you have a tough day at the office, or you're teaching class, or you're married, and you're taking care of the kids, and they're about ready to drive you crazy. Pick an avenue wherever you are, right? And our brain doesn't know that we are chasing our dream, that we want to make sure we do the extra things. Our brain, unfortunately, won't just snap us back out of it and take us down that path, man. We have to create habits around that, right? Creating some habits, daily habits around that, recognizing that the momentum is up to me. You know, people say, well, how, if I don't have the skills, how do I get this? Well, you know, you practice it in the dark, right? You practice it in the dark. You know, you get in the mirror, you say, hi, I should show you some of my, what do you call those things? Bloopers. I got so many of them, right? Hey, hey, I be for real. I still could do that today. But after a while, you know, I look forward to getting in the mirror. Sorry, I have something ringing. I don't know where it is. It'll stop here in a second if you hear that. So anyway, so you get my message, right? Don't fall back. This is important. Hear me when I say this. If you are in that space and you're one side saying, come on and do this, and then the other side is pulling you back to the couch, to the Netflix channel, right? Or to the excuse chair, where you have a conversation the rest of the night with you two. You know, you two. Oh man, listen to me when I'm talking to you now, right? Anyway, so I'm gonna ask you a question. And when you hear this, say, hey, Jeff, shoot me a note. I heard you ask me a question about when I'm in this space of hypnotic rhythm and I want to get to the next level. What kind of decision maker are you at that time? How excited are you going to be about, you know, your dreams or your goals at that time? What's the likelihood? Hear me now. What's the likelihood that you're going to do something different? That you're going to go back to what we talked about being uncomfortable? What's the likelihood? We already know. You're going to sit your butt on the chair. I got a nice little comfortable chair right here in my office. Sits back and put my legs up. I can gaze out the window, you know, with 17 floors up. I can look at all the people going around. Next thing I know, it's time to go to bed. Huh? That's hypnotic rhythm, if you wonder what I'm talking about. The body just follows the subconscious, the orders. Anyway, moving through that. Now listen, here's the other thing. Wow. Pick a path in this business. Write down what the heck are you going to do. If you're new and you haven't got a marketing campaign, I'm going to do a marketing campaign. I don't have any money, so they tell me I can build a relationship with real estate agents. So I'm going to call 50 real estate agents, or they tell me I can go to Home Depot and get a big marker and write, I buy homes for cash, and hang those signs out there. Or I can pick up my phone and just have all kinds of fun posting in Facebook or Instagram or wherever you feel like you're comfortable with, letting people know that I'm out here. I'm a real estate investor and I buy houses. I help people in distress sell their home. Pick something, do it, and do it knowing you're going to suck, because you are, but you do it anyway. Right? I would do you a disservice if I didn't tell you that that's going to be part of the process, baby. Learn to smile while you're sucking. This is live too, right? So I guess I should be, no, that's just how it is. Learn how to smile. Embrace it. Come on now. All right. So let me get back to the other portions. Now we're going to go through these. I wrote there's 5 things that I want you to leave with. And the first one is really important. All of them are important. So let me make sure I have the right one first, and remember how it's about how do you feel at the height when you realize there's something that you thought you knew and you did know, and you're like, oh man, and you were wondering, and then you realize you can do it, how your confidence gets pretty high, right? I mean, and if you're uncertain, we already know what happens. If you're certain about things, the chances are you're going to stand in there and get get through a hurricane, because hey, if I stand here, the hurricane's going to stop eventually. It doesn't kill me. I'm gonna make it, right? I mean, it's just real talk here, right? So uncertain, you're uncertain or you're certain. Protect your confidence, man. But why you protect your confidence? Because if you protect your confidence, guess what? You're going to have it when you need it. You're going to have it when that person hangs up the phone on you, or that seller closes the door on you, that you had the courage to walk up and just knock on the door. You've been driving by the house forever. You heard that, hey, just go knock on the door and introduce yourself to somebody. So you go do that. And it doesn't work out so well. Ooh. Oh man, many stories to share sometime. Anyway, so where were we? So we do that. Protect your confidence. I have something really important I got to find in here. Yeah, my mentor and coach says, look, identify what takes away your confidence, whatever that is. If it's your friends, if it's your spouse, if it's your relatives, if it's your newscast, if it's the crap you read, whatever that is, right? Stop doing it. That's all. And replace it with something else, right? You're either building your confidence up or you're taking it down. It's not somebody else's fault that you turn the news on and you listen to it for an hour. Ooh. I mean, hey, people need to know what's going on. I get that. But man, I learned a long time ago, and I'm no genius about this. Jeff, what you put in your brain is what's going to come out of your mouth and in your actions. Garbage in, garbage out. If you can't do anything about it, then why are you wasting your time? Okay, enough said, right? So I told you about do less of that stops it, do more of what helps you, and get around, similar people. That's easy. If your friends are funky, get some new ones. If your relatives give you the blues, love them from a distance. Can't get new ones, but love them from a distance, right? I mean, that's what I had to do different times in my life, right? And then get some books and listen to tapes and all that. I mean, you heard it, self-development, train that body, train your confidence muscle. Get in the gym, baby, bench press, boom, I am confident, boom, I don't stop, boom, I have a path, right? Get in the gym, baby, huh? All right, anyway, again, going to number 2. This is important, and man, this is what I'm gonna tell you now is exactly what I did when I decided, hey, I'm gonna do this real estate investing thing full time, and I'm just gonna burn the bridges and do it. And like I did with my first business, I started with high energy insulation. I went to talk to the people that were successful. I didn't talk to the jokers that were barely making it. I don't mean anything bad about that, but all it can tell me is how to barely make it. I went to talk to those who would talk to me that were at a high level, that, I had set a goal up here. It was a big, hairy, audacious goal. And I wanted to talk to those people, and the vendors put me in touch, and here's what the stuff they did. So what do you think I did? You think I went and said, give me the 5 steps again. Boom, 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 boom. Can I call you? Boom, 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 boom. How much time did that save me? Right? I mean, I went from $0 to 7 figures in 3 years by following someone else's path, right? I can't stress that enough, man. I can't stress that. Place the so that's how, but replace it with the who. Work hard at it. Make it your own. Make it your own, man. Or ladies, make it your own, right? Time is worth way more than you think. Model somebody. Find someone that you can learn from. If not me, somebody. Don't do this real estate investing business on your own. You can spend all day in YouTube and all those other places. You got to go test it. Hey, I'm about to do this thing I learned. YouTube, can you walk me through it while you're doing that? You think they're going to be able to do that for you? Huh? Look, I'm not discouraging. Take advantage of the information. Do what you can do to learn something. But know that that phone call can save you dollars and time. And time is way more valuable. Huh? Way more valuable. Can't get that back. Anyway, moving through it. So that's two. Number three. I already talked enough about it. I'm going to talk a little bit more. Taking uncomfortable action. You got to know why you're going to get beat up. You got to go know why you're going to choose not to sit on that comfortable chair. I should show you this chair, man. It's got curves and, it kind of sits back and I can put my feet up and I got like the window sill, right? Where I can put my coffee on the window sill and have my lamp, or I can turn my lamp on and read. right. But what I read, I read something like this from my bookshelf. I don't know if you can see it though. It's E-Myth, right? Why most small businesses don't work and what to do about them. I tell all new investors, get this book, right? I mean, I got a bunch of them. Why do I share this? Because this helps you build an enterprise, not a job. Anyway, you guys get the message, right? So where are we? That was 3. Tell me something in the video. So get this. Can I say this before I leave? Can I say this? Look, how much time we got? Okay, I'm gonna wrap this thing up pretty quick. Here's what we got. Get disturbed with the whole experience of sitting down, watching Netflix, sitting down, reading the newspaper, things that aren't going to move you forward. Get it so where your stomach gets sick with the thought of you getting ready to do it. I'm gonna say that again. Give yourself the heebie-jeebies every time you think you're getting ready to do that. And for those young people out there that don't know what heebie-jeebies is, look it up. Everything's on Google now. I mean, my wife and I, we say a word or something, we go to Google and it's in Google, man. It's crazy. What a powerful world we live in. Information on one hand is great. Execution of that information is the key. Execution trumps information all the time. In other words, take some action. If you don't have all the answers and have all the information, make sure you got somebody that's going to help you if you get screwed up, because you're going to, right? But take some action. Close your book, put the doggone pen down, stop rewriting whatever that nonsense is that you're doing that hasn't moved the needle forward, and pick something. I already said that. That was the last 3 things. Pick something. All right. So, I'm almost finished. There's something that I'm going to do. It's a 90-day sprint. So when you hear this tape, this training session, right, go ahead and in 24 hours, make a decision and do something, right? It's a 90-day sprint, right? Pick something, call a contractor, call a vendor, call a lender, call your neighbor and say, hey man, can you help me with my real estate? I need to talk about how I need to use this script so I can talk to people. We talk back and forth? I'll buy you, a cup of coffee and we sit down and chat, do something. Right. And then the next day, what's the next 24 hours? What are you going to do the next 24 hours? What are you going to do the next 24 hours that's going to move your butt off that couch and into action? Then the next same thing is 7 days. Over the next 7 days, I'm going to mark it. I'm going to set my calendar. So I'm working full time, but I'm going to set an hour every day, no matter what. And I'm going to make calls. They say I need to learn how to talk to people. I've been practice doing that. I need to build a list of buyers and lenders. I'll go. They told me I can go into Craigslist and find, other investors. I can go to a free site and find other investors. I can Google and go online. And I don't like to go out and do meetings still. So go online and join a virtual meeting. I mean, it's a plethora of free crap. So stop. All right, just stop it. All right. And then 30 days, close the deal. What are you going to do in the 30 days? 24 hours, 7 days, 30 days, and then 60 and 90. Little by little by little. And don't go tell your people that are going to just rain on your parade. Don't do that. Get yourself in a community that understands what you're doing, that will support you, and understand it's about progress and not perfection. It's about action and not information. All right, look, last thing I got is make sure in our business that you find some technology that you can surround around your business, so that will allow you to take all this activity, all these people you're going to meet, all the information, and build yourself a automated system that will take you from being a manager, a technician, to manager, to business operator, to an enterprise owner, right? Whatever that platform is, pick a marketing platform and build that. Pick a campaign in that marketing and be consistent with that. I can't tell you how powerful consistency is. I can't tell you how powerful little steps are. I can't tell you how powerful, the things that you're going to do until you do them, right? So listen, I know I ran through the last ones. I know I don't know how long I've been on here, but I just wanted to just say, and for those of you that hear this and were part of the challenge, keep the momentum going. Those of you that didn't get to the challenge, right? I think we have we're going to leave the challenge up for a few more days. Go back through it. Don't lose the momentum now, right? Don't find reasons not to move forward. Remember how you felt at the beginning of day one, and how we say, hey, what do you guys really want to hear about? And you raise your hand and you're like, oh man. And you asked a bunch of questions. And after that, you were like, oh, ding dong. I see that. Find that space. And if you didn't go to the challenge and you weren't part of the challenge, this stuff is for you still. So, look, not sure when you hear this, but we are offering, we have, a boot camp, right? We created from the challenge a boot camp, for rehabbers, Strive to Thrive boot camp, right? And look, it's for the powerhouse rehabbers that want to make a difference, that are willing to step up and do something different, right? And it's 4 points: immerse, and we'll immerse you in the information. Then we'll implement what you're learning while you're immersed, and then we'll repeat the exercises. So you do what? You get confidence. People here, I say this all the time. My coaches say it all the time. Michael Jordan got great behind the scenes, right? Steph Curry, that boy is ice cold. Whew. I don't care what you say about that boy. He just blind you. He's, for those of you who don't know, he's a basketball superstar, right? And yourself, what did you do when you were thinking, you wanted some things and you had to practice? See yourself doing that, man. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Hit that link. Join the boot camp session. Look at the challenge. Go through this. It's 3 days, man. We lit it up. And it's not, for those of you that are looking for a ton of information, and look, I don't believe in pouring crap over people so that they hear all this information and then they're overwhelmed and they never do anything. That's what the boot camps are for. That's what our monthly groups are for. That's what coaching calls are. We can dive into it. So then not only that, but I'm going to make you do some work. You're not going to sit with me and just every day, every week we talk, and you don't do any work. Because I don't have time for that. You don't either. Right? So everything is in the chat. Make sure you look at it. And remember this. You are meant for more. And you can change your path. And momentum is really, really powerful. Don't put the brakes on it. Don't take away the sting. And please, please, please register for the challenge. And register for the boot camp. You missed the challenge. I think you can check the link. Shame on you for not going to the challenge, but we're giving you an opportunity to hear it. Check out the boot camp. All the details are there. It's $497 for 2 days, with $250 money back guarantee. But look at all the value you're going to get in that, right? Ooh. Check out the link and see. And I got to go. Thank you all for participating. I had a great time. I'm going to do more of this on a regular basis. Change your momentum, change your life. It's going to change either way. Why not anticipate it? Why not have control of it? Why not fuel yourself with it? And we'll see you at the boot camp. Take care. Holler at you later. Jeff Tyson out.